pick up, and then we'll go.
We'll never surrender.
Skin boots on a Saturday night.
Hello guys, this is a Gaming Revolution here, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys on how you can get the upgraded Dragon Strike weapon within GOROD KROVI. Now, once you manage to get it upgraded, you will now have 2 ammunition per round, or per max ammo, and it will also shoot red flames instead of green flames, like the standard Dragon Strike weapon would. In my personal opinion, I think the upgrade is really good just because of that extra ammunition. If you're going for high rounds, this is going to be really useful, as the red flames will take out a lot more zombies than just the standard green flames. Now, a huge thanks to just another UK gamer, Lime Tanic, Glitching Queen, and Grim Reaper. They found the final step for this yesterday on a live stream. So all of the links to the founders' channels, of course, will be down in this video's description as always if you want to go ahead and check them all out. Basically, since day 1, they had found 3 flags for this Easter egg upgrade, but they couldn't find where the 4th one was. I did in fact try and look with a few of them, but we just couldn't find this last flag, so finally they managed to find it on this live stream. So the first step in order to upgrade the Dragon Strike is to obviously get down into the bunker by riding one of the dragons and obtain yourself the Dragon Strike. If you don't know how to do this, there's going to be a link to a tutorial down in this video's description. Now that you have obtained the Dragon Strike, what you need to do is you need to get 50 kills with the Dragon Strike. So you just want to train the zombies around and keep on killing them with your Dragon Strike. Now eventually, once you've gotten 50 kills, you will hear this massive dragon roar, which will be an audio cue letting you know that you've gotten 50 kills, and it will sound like this.
I would like some helping marshmallows, dragon.
So now that you've done that, moving on to the next step. Now this next step is going to be slightly different depending on how many people you have in your game, because there's going to be 4 flags around the map. However, if you've got 4 people in your lobby, you're going to have to shoot every single one of these flags with your Dragon Strike weapon. If you have 3 people in your lobby, only 3 of these flags will spawn in, and they will be random which ones spawn in. And again, you will have to shoot all 3. If there's 2 people in your lobby, only 2 of the 4 flags will spawn in. Again, they will be random. And again, you'll have to shoot each of them with your Dragon Strike weapon, and if you're in solo like the gameplay you're watching in the background, only 1 of the 4 flags will spawn in, and again you'll have to shoot that with your Dragon Strike weapon. So the first possible location of one of the flags is going to be located by the blue module in the Colosseum. It's going to be right near the back there. It's going to be slightly hidden. Now the next possible location for one of these flags is going to be by the yellow module, and if you make your way over by the library, and if you come on top of these stairs, you'll see this ruined shack, and just in front of that there will be another possible location of one of the flags. Now the third location will be located by the red module, and this one's going to be located right underneath the tank. Again, this is going to be kind of hard to spot. Now if you've gotten this spawn location and you're trying to shoot it with the Dragon Strike, just be careful that you don't shoot the tank instead of actually shooting the flag. Now the fourth and final possible spawn location will be in fact in the spawn of the map. Now this one's the hardest to see, and this was the one that I actually found within my game. So you just want to make your way over by quick revive, and if you look very carefully into the distance, you will see that, and all you need to do is pull out your Dragon Strike and shoot it with your Dragon Strike. You'll know that you've hit the flag correctly if you hear this sound. Now again, just a reminder before I go on to the next step, if you're on solo, only 1 of these flags will spawn, and it will be completely random which location it's in. If you're with 2 people, only 2 of these flags will spawn, and again it will be completely random which 2 flags spawn in. If you're with 3 people, only 3 of these flags will spawn, and it will be completely random which of these 4 locations they spawn in. And if you're with 4 people, every single one of the flags will spawn in. Depending on how many people are actually in your game will depend on how many of these flags you in fact have to hit. So if you're with 4 people, you're going to have to hit each of the 4 flags with your Dragon Strike. And if you're in solo, you only have to hit 1, just like the gameplay that you just saw in the background. So now that you've hit the right amount of flags that correlate to the amount of players within your game, what you need to do is you need to ride a dragon over to the bunker once again. Obviously, if you've managed to get up to this step, you already know how to get down into the bunker. And when you go down here, make sure you've got enough ammunition, make sure you've got powerful enough weapons, because you're going to have to activate the console once again, and you're going to have to lock down the hatchery just like you did originally to get the normal Dragon Strike. So go up to the console and activate that. Now you're going to have to face 4 mini waves of zombies just like you did with the original Dragon Strike weapon. However, what's going to happen is that you must place your Dragon Strike down every time a new wave starts, because every time a new one of these waves starts and you hear Sophia talk, you will get another ammunition for a Dragon Strike. Make sure you place that every time your ammunition for your Dragon Strike gets refilled, because if you don't place your Dragon Strike down every time you get one of these mini waves, you're going to have to be holding down the bunker indefinitely. You're going to have to keep on locking it down forever, and obviously you don't want to be doing that because you will run out of ammo. Obviously there is going to be a max ammo located right in front of the Pack-a-Punch, just like the normal lockdown stage. So yeah, all you need to do is face 4 mini waves as well as placing the Dragon Strike down every time you get one of the mini waves and your ammunition gets refilled. And once you've managed to face all 4 of the waves, the shutters around the bunker will then lift up and you'll be able to go up to the console and you'll be able to pick up your Dragonite weapon. So yeah, that's been a quick tutorial on how you guys can upgrade the Dragon Strike weapon within GOROD KROVI. Hopefully this has been useful. I'm almost positive that we can indeed upgrade the Gauntlet of Siegfried just because it would make sense. Every other thing within the game we can turn from green fire to red fire, just like the shield, just like the Dragon Strike. So I think with the Gauntlet we can upgrade it so it shoots red fire instead of green. So I'm going to be looking for that later today. Hopefully we are successful. But anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest Black Ops 3 Zombies news information. So anyways, thank you for watching and bye.